Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for joining us this morning. This morning, we want to talk about Will Smith and the smack that was heard around the world and understanding what is about to come and what has already started dealing with Will Smith. Because there's mass condemnation. Peace and blessings, Twin Pyramid. Glad to see you. There's mass condemnation of Will Smith. So, Brother 85, peace and blessings. There's mass condemnation of Will Smith for smacking Chris Rock. You know, when I watched it last night and as it was happening, my first thought, like many others, was it was staged. It was a joke, you know. But when Will got back to his seat and you heard him tell him to keep his wife's name out his fucking mouth, then we all understood that it was no joke. It was no plaything. It was no scam. It was the real deal. It was the real deal. Now, of course, we can all Monday morning quarterback and say, you know, maybe it should have been done behind the door, behind the scenes, talked about it, handled it. And if we remember when we watched the clip, you got that right, soul brother. He did experience that B1 whoop ass. And, you know, it's showing when Chris Rock first started with his little his comments, it was so beautiful. Yes, twin. I was very, very proud. I was very, very proud of it. Because that's the right behavior. That's the right behavior. You know, and when when Chris started, Will was laughing. You know, he was laughing, but he looked at his wife and he saw that she was offended. So that changed the whole thing. And he got up, walked up there, and smacked the shit out of Chris. And this smack was the smack heard around the world. This smack was the smack seen around the world. And then he strolled back to his seat. He strolled back to his seat and let the world know. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And said it again. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. So he let everybody know what the standard is. You're not going to disrespect my wife and her condition. You didn't see the pain that she suffered. You didn't see the ups and the downs that she went through. So it wasn't funny. So that called Will into action. That was the right thing to do. And you gotta make sure that you understand that when the business needs to be handled, then it needs to be handled. We always hear this saying that the black woman is the most disrespected woman on the planet, the most unprotected woman on the planet. We've all heard that. Now we see what a black man in action looks like. We see and we understand what it looks like. Chris Rock see and feel what it's like. And he made Chris Rock say, okay, I ain't gonna mention her name again. Now, these pundits that get on YouTube and TV and all of this that condemn him for taking a righteous step to protect his wife. That was a righteous move. And it should be taken, period, point blank, whenever your wife, your girlfriend, your significant other is challenged. It is the time that must be taken. It is the action that must be done, and it was shown around the world. Even in the British news this morning, they came out and they condemned Will Smith. Oh, that's not how you supposed to handle things. What my son was watching. Wait a minute. You want to condemn Will Smith and say because your son was watching that it disturbed him to see Will Smith smack a man that was out of place. That disturbed you and your 10-year-old son. Well, wait a minute. Did it disturb you? Did it disturb your son when you see every day black people being killed by the white man? Does that disturb you? We don't see no news clipping coming up from Europe and them saying, oh, this is disturbing. We don't see them coming out condemning. No. See, it's disturbing them because Will Smith stood up for a black woman, stood up for his wife. It's disturbing for them to see a black man stand up for the woman he loves. It's disturbing for them because they don't never want to see that kind of love. A black man for a black woman. They never want to be able to see that. They want to see more of the disrespect of the black woman, not the love and protection of the black woman. That's why it was disturbing. But that's our duty to our female. Protection, provision. Now, Chris Rock, he'll make more jokes, but he ain't going to make that joke again. Because now the standard has been seen. And now the question going to be, well, if I say that about somebody else's wife, what they going to do? So he going to hesitate before he go off and joke about somebody else's wife that's having a medical issue. That's having a medical issue. So it doesn't work like that. He had to do what he had to do. We talked about yesterday on the live stream the black man who stood there while the police was beating his wife, his girlfriend. And he was beating her so she couldn't even strike back. And all that black man could do was stand there and yell. But couldn't do nothing to get in there and help his wife, his girlfriend. So what Will Smith did was the right thing. And that is an example that must be followed. It ain't no time for no foolishness. The black woman must be protected. And when the cracker sees it, and it's offensive to them, simply because they don't never want to see a black man defend his family. They never want to see that. It disturbs them. It disturbs them because they never want to see real black love in action. They don't want to see that. The nerve of this man get up there and smack another man because he talked about his wife. You're damn right. This is what needs to be done. Now, Stephanie Michael Jackson, that's a man. Michael Jackson is a man. So if he didn't like a joke that's being told, he can get up and do what he needs to do. It's just that simple. And that's something that we got to understand and take into consideration. Because it's not a joke. It's not a plaything. This is the real deal. He earned that smack. He earned that smack, and he got exactly what he needed. He got exactly what he earned. And that's what we got to understand. And we can't be afraid to do what needs to be done. Can't be afraid to do what needs to be done. And so now you hear all of this, oh, that's an assault. That's an assault. Now, during the commercial break, you see the white folks coming up the wheel, hugging all on him and all of that. And then they come to the microphones after the thing is over, and broadly all of them condemn him. One cracker said, well, it was 3 losers. Chris Rock, because he was assaulted for no just cause. Will Smith, and Jada, because she didn't do nothing about it. Will is a man that loves his wife and saw his wife in distress. The hell he gonna do? He gonna sit there and see his wife in distress, and he gonna just sit back and do nothing? Hell no. He gotta respond. He gotta respond. And that's what he did. And it was the right thing. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. That's our duty and our responsibility to defend our women. And we can't play around with that. So yes, I approve of Will Smith smacking the shit out of Chris Rock. I approve of that 1,000%. And I would love to see more of us doing that. More of us doing that. Because trust and believe, if I was in those shoes, I'd do the same damn thing. Because that was the right thing. And don't matter how many crackers condemn him. Don't matter how many niggas condemn him. But real black men and women love what he did. Love him. It is what it is. That's what it's about. We got to be prepared to kill over our women. We got to be able to be ready to make that happen. We got to be prepared to do whatever it means, by any means necessary. She suffered. Many a days when she's crying, many a days she's dealing with the pain. So it ain't a joking thing. It ain't a laughing matter. But you gonna know and you gonna understand what it means when that whoop ass gets sent to you. Yes, Will Smith did the right thing. I encourage Will. I stand behind Will. I stand with Will. I stand in front of Will. That's our brother. We love him. And he did the right thing. And this is the time, and this is what must be done. Don't be afraid to express your love for your wife, your love for your girlfriend. Don't be afraid to express black love. That was revolutionary, what we watched. Because, yeah, it did it on TV, and it was the smack heard around the world. But that's exactly what we're talking about. He wasn't afraid. He wasn't scared. He handled his business and strode back off. He did what he had to do. And that's what we got to do. We got to protect our women by any means necessary. Period, point blank. We got to strip off the fear and do our job. See, that love that we saw Will Smith operating in, that's the power of God in us. It's the power that directs our talents, our energy, our being to serve the object of our love. His wife is the object of his love, and when his wife come under attack, he rises to the occasion. And he said, I'm going to teach you some do right. You're going to need some bridge work. This is what we watched. This is what we witnessed. This is what we had the luxury of seeing. This was the luxury. Black First in action. The protection of the black woman. Let that reign on your mind. This is the time, and this is what must be done. This is what must be done. Well, family, we thank you for listening. We thank you for coming. I just wanted to be able to get this one off my chest because I've seen a lot of media and they're out there condemning our brother. But there will be no condemnation from this house. We applaud our brother. We love our brother. And that was the smack that was heard around the world. It was revolution right in your face. Your behavior will be a reflection of your freedom. See, when you're not afraid of the cracker and his laws, then you'll get up there and you'll handle the business regardless of who's watching. Because you're a free man. You're not held in check. This is the time and what must be done. This is the time and what must be done. See, you can't stay comfortable in your iniquity. In your iniquity, in your grossly unfair behavior. See, it was grossly unfair for Chris Rock to be joking about her medical condition. That ain't right. You don't do that. So he had to pay the price. That's grossly unfair behavior. That's sin. And Will had to set it right. He had to set it right. Because if he would have did nothing, then it would have sent a message to the whole world that, yeah, you can keep on disrespecting black women, whether they sick, whether they healthy, don't matter. And the black man will sit there and laugh and do nothing. But he showed the world, we're going to open a can of whoop ass on your ass, and you're going to get it right. You're going to understand that not everything go. Everything don't go. This is a new day. See, that love that we have forces us into action. It forces us into action, regardless of whom or what. That's why it says perfect love casts out fear. Perfect love casts out fear. And that's what he showed, perfect love for his wife. And he got up to handle his business. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. You gonna know, you gonna understand. That's what love is. That's what love looks like. And we can't be running away from it. Well, I don't want to do nothing to make nobody mad. I don't want to, be condemned by the world. To hell with them. Their condemnation don't mean a damn thing. Their condemnation means nothing because they are weak. Their words are weak. So to hell with them. Exactly. Twin Chris got rocked. And he bowed down in submission. I ain't going to say nothing else about her. And this is what has to happen. This is what has to happen. And our women should not be thinking, well, is he going to defend me? You're damn right. That ain't even a question. That's not even a question on the table. We're going to take your head. And you do it again, we'll take your life. This is the time and what must be done. Our love is that freeing force. See, you remember, and they show you that in slavery days, and it even happened after. Let's deal with after slavery days. The sheriff will show up at your house. Black man sitting up there on the porch, and he'll tell him, send Susie out. Send your daughter out here because I'm about to take your daughter and handle my business. You better send her out. And the broke black man said, Susie, the sheriff is asking for you. You better come on out and see what the sheriff wants, Susie. No backbone because he was broken. And the sheriff take your daughter to go have sex with your daughter and bring her back. Go take your wife, have sex with your wife, and bring her back. Them days of that type of black boy is over. Them days are over. Our love, our perfect love, our perfect righteousness will raise up and we will destroy all of our enemies. Because this is the time that must be done. This is the action. Now, I bet you Jada was very proud. Very proud. Because her husband stood up to the challenge. He met the challenge head on and defeated it for the honor of his wife. And that's exactly what we got to do. That's exactly what is called. That is exactly what is demanded on us today. And we ain't going to play around with it. We're not going to be found comfortable in iniquity, but we will be found being comfortable in our natural self with our natural behavior. Will showed that he's a free black man. Your behavior will be a reflection of your freedom. We stand up for our women. We protect our women. We love each other. Thank you, family, for coming and watching. Thank you for joining us. Like, share the video, like the video, leave your comments. We love you. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. As we always say, you kill the nigga in you, I'm going to kill the nigga in me, and our God will reign supreme. We are Black First. Today, tomorrow, and forever. Love you, family. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings. Shalom.